There's nobody in the chat, which is fantastic but ourselves. This is Monty, my mutt. And I thought, after hours and hours of standing on our feet and live streaming. I sound so old sometimes, standing on our feet. Like you would never hear someone in their 20s say something like that after standing on our feet all day. He is, sorry about that. Hi, Ellie. Gosh, that was quick. I'm just testing the gimbal. How's the sound, though, while we're here? The Monty is here playing in the snow. This is what produced all that snow that, Trash and Corn had to drive home through. Corn lives about a couple hours away. Not quite, but she has a long drive, and both of them drove home in this. Trash had his live on the whole time that he was driving, and I was watching just because I wanted to make sure he made it home okay. Does it sound great? Good. So how does the gimbal look? Monty's best friend is out, so he's very excited and he's yanking me. So maybe a little bit yanky. Wait, Monty, is that that is not your friend. That's the one that looks like your friend, but is not. So yeah, here's the snow that was produced overnight. I thought we could chat. I just basically rolled out of bed and took the dog on a walk after he bothered me for 2 hours. He was very insistent on going outside. So yeah, we got all the snow last night. I really hope that they were moving in the cold it was definitely a snowstorm. So I hope that Scientology had to be moving in that, just because that's how evil I am in my black heart. But I think we learned yesterday that the new org is up and running. I heard Trash say on his live last night while he was driving home that it didn't look fully functional. Well, it doesn't look like it's open to the public whatsoever. But there are a lot of people coming and going. There was a contractor. When we arrived, the police met us there, which is always exciting. So somebody was watching our streams. And while we were underground, fading in and out, I guess, of connectivity, they were watching and listening, so that as soon as we arrived, they were standing outside the front door of the so-called Ideal org, looking hunched over a phone, and they were all looking at the phone, and the police had the looks on their faces. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And then the police went in with them when we crossed the street to get to them. The police and the Scientologists, whoever they are, rushed inside, and then they went in. When they came out, they were in a hurry. They kept looking back like they were, the police, that is. They kept looking back like they were being chased. And because Trash had his skateboard, he was able to catch up with them. And he talked to them for about 10 seconds. And I have a message into him asking him what they said, because I forgot. I was so tired last night, I forgot to ask him what they said. I'm sure he said, hey, is there something going on? Is this about us or something like that? And they probably did not answer. That's what I'm guessing. Does it look pretty, you guys? Is the gimbal much better? Yeah, I'm trying to stop chasing the police. It's just that they're so wonderful and irresistible, and they're all so fit and young, and they have such great sense of humor, and they're so smart. So I find them hard to resist. Wow, does that make you sick a little bit with all that spinning? So here's Monty. He has just relieved himself. He's feeling very relieved. Monty, are you cold? Is this fun? Look, he's shivering. How funny. He's waiting for his friend. He has friends that come out at this hour. and chase their balls together. But there's a dog here, the only dog here that has a toy is a dog that doesn't like him. And last time they were together, she pinned him down on the ground and because he stole her ball. She pinned him on his back. It was really kind of sad looking. And his mouth was open and he was trying to fight back because this dog fights with pit bulls. And yet this one girl had him on his back. Well, that's how it is, isn't it? Monty, you're cold. So it's 26 degrees here. 26 degrees and not windy, thank goodness. So last night when we were at the Ideal org, it was so, yeah, I know, right? 60 degrees on Monday, and now we've got snow on the ground. Last night when we were at the Ideal org, there was a wind tunnel coming down Clark Street that made your eyes water. It was very cold because it came right off the lake. So it may have been 35 degrees outside, but that wind was like 0. It was so cold. And we all, because that was obviously the only place you can look at the Ideal org, we were out there for a while and we all got frozen. I ran off for the L and everybody else went to the back of the building. Here comes his friend. Everybody else went to the back of the building and they said they didn't find much there, that there was like a loading dock. And then he broke up, so I don't know if the door was open to the loading dock or what. But let's see, who did we see besides the police and hold on, I have to ask my friends if they want to be on camera. The police, good morning, Sally. The contractor who we were giving a hard time to because it was like, hey, I'm not a Scientologist. And we were like, yeah, but you're taking money from Scientologists. You need to have some kind of moral compass. And he's like, he just didn't get it at all. He was very nice, very polite, very smiley, but he just didn't get it. A lot of people claim that if you need to make a living, it's okay to take money from Scientology or whoever, right? But for me, you couldn't pay me enough to work for a place like, and it's not just Scientology, could not pay me enough money to represent certain people, to take people on that have committed atrocities, which is true of Scientology, as we all know. It's amazing how many comments I get about why are you being so mean? Why are you chasing these people? Why are you harassing these people? Why are you irritating people? Stop following people. Stop filming people. And, obviously it shows a level of ignorance of what Scientology is all about. Hey guys, I'm trying out my new gimbal. That's this thing that the camera's in.
Okay, you have stick.
So it's on. I won't film you, but it's on. So it keeps the camera stable.
Oh, yeah.
So these are the people that are watching. They talk. They can talk while they're watching.
Uh-huh.
This is on the internet right now. Do you want to be on camera?
Yes.
You sure do.
How do I look in the camera?
Beautiful as always. Can I say your name?
Oh, yes. Okay.
This is my friend Sasha, who I know from the dog park. And she's got this guy who is Ray, who, look, you can never see his eyes. He has curly hair, but he is Monty's best friend. Isn't he cute? No, they really don't have a clue. So, wow, you look great, girl. This lady look at her. She's in perfect condition. She's gorgeous, and she's my age. She puts me to shame. Sasha, are you younger than I am? You're younger.
I do. I am 56.
Okay. I'm 58 this year. Aren't they cute? This is what they like to do in the morning. Monty does not have a toy today. Sasha, do you have an extra ball for Monty?
I have only one ball and one frisbee.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Monty, there's a ball shortage. I know, look at him. He's like, so empty your pockets. Where's my ball, Mom? The thing is, I told him when we were leaving, get your ball. I told him when we left, get your ball. And he was like, nope. He went and sniffed it and then said, nope, I don't want it.
No?
But I don't think,
Monty, do you want to frisbee?
he doesn't know what to do with it.
Monty?
So how's the sound, guys? This, the way that the phone goes into the gimbal, the microphone is faced toward the way it would be if I were being filmed. You know what I mean? And usually people say that they can't hear the person I'm talking to unless I'm very, very close to them. So do I sound... Good morning, Hardmet. This is just a test. I can't believe there are 29 people here for the test. I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't trick you into anything. I didn't try to. I said testing. We're not looking at the cult of Scientology today. We're looking at the park where Monty goes to play in the morning so that I can test my new gimbal. And oh yeah, I bet you can. You know what? We've had people call the police on us because of the squeaky toys in the morning when they want to sleep in. They're like, and we're usually out here a lot earlier than we are today. So we come out like as soon as the sun's up, usually around 6. Do I stream in the vertical format? So here's the thing. The honest answer is yes, sometimes. But today I have not figured out how to put, oh yeah. Yeah, well, I can't put my phone in the gimbal horizontally yet. Haha. But good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Monty's playing with a stick. See? He's so resourceful. He said, if you're too dumb to bring my ball, I'm gonna chew on a stick, Mom. Well, I have to say that holding the gimbal is much, much more comfortable than holding a phone. And wow, it looks so much more still. So this should be a lot nicer for you guys. It is nicer horizontally, isn't it? So there was some kind of experimental thing that YouTube is doing where I agreed to participate. It's not like mandatory by any means, but I didn't realize what a big deal it would be. So, and it's where they're working on people filming horizontally and then them expanding the picture to any format you happen to be watching it on, you know, so it fills the screen. So it's a horizontal film with a full screen look. So what I'm going to do is stop doing that and start streaming horizontally again, because I've had the mod said it's harder, and I've had other people say that they don't like it as much. So I think the reason you can hear that squeaking so well is because, again, in the gimbal, the phone is facing them, basically. I mean, it's the microphone is. So Monty's cold anyway. We're going in soon. I just want to take this home and see what it looks like. So, did anybody in this? Aw, Ellie, did you go out with the dogs yet this morning? Does it look like snow like this? I'm not sure where you are. You too, Hardmet. You too. It's incumbent upon all of us to get involved in some way. Do research at home and send it to creators so they can share it. Or, you know, don't just, I mean, do the obvious things like get in touch with your elected representatives and don't participate in anything with Scientology. That's obvious. And the things like, you know, rate them on Yelp and any other rating thing that you can think of. But also, write letters. No snow, Ellie. It's lovely snow, but it's very, very cold here. It's 26 degrees out right now. So we are below zero. But you know, we've hardly had a winter this year. This might be the second snow or third snow we've had. It was a nice, pretty big storm last night. But Trashy was driving in it and he kept going, oh, I can't see the street. Oh, yeah, it's pitch dark out here. And then he'd go, oh my God, like that. And I was so nervous. I was biting my nails and almost in tears. So but I couldn't stop watching it because I wanted to see him get home. So, yeah, I like this gimbal a lot. It feels much nicer in my hand. It gives me a free one. And I love it. I love it. I live very close to this park, which is fantastic for Monty. See, that's my house. Monty, is that our house? No, that's not our house. This isn't a historical building, and it was someone's house. Now it belongs to the Forest Preserve, not the Forest Preserve, the City Historical Society. But it's a beauty. Is my voice clear? Look at the sun on the snow. So yesterday we saw police, a contractor of some kind. All we know is that he said when he was walking into the Ideal org that they were his client. He kept saying, I'm not a Scientologist. Oh, good, Sally, thank you. And we saw groups of people going in. Nobody came out, obviously, because we were there. They hardly ever come out. They just hardly ever come out when we're there. But it's kind of funny, if you watch yesterday's live, there's a slit between two pieces of paper in the front door that they used to see who was there. There's no kind of system where you can ring a bell or anything like that. People would knock on the door. They're all locked out, and it was cold on Clark Street yesterday. So the people are like knocking frantically on the door, and the people inside didn't want to open the door enough to even check who it was because we would start yelling, it's a cult. And instead, they had this little slit in the front door between two pieces of paper, and they were checking to see who was knocking on the door, as if we would walk up and knock on the door, right? Let us in. We're interested now. I promise. We really are. I mean, knocking on the door is as useless as trying to ask them questions. It's not going to bear fruit. So we just stand and wait for somebody to go in, and we start saying what we have to say. We're not yelling for no reason. We're confronting them on things that the church does as policy, like abusing children and the elderly, and stealing people's credit card information, and taking out credit cards on people who have passed, or people who are retired and elderly and don't know enough to keep track of it, or don't know at all what's going on. Hi, good morning. And all the other fun things they do, move people from jurisdiction to avoid prosecution for crimes against children. All these things we've seen borne out in individual cases. And, I've gotten messages from people, and I'm not saying, poor me, I get these comments. I'm saying this is a section of America. And so my primary watchers are Americans, Canadians, and people in the UK, and there's a swath that believes that we are a bunch of paranoid rebel-rousers that do nothing but run around with cameras for fun and for all of the money that it flows in from TikTok or YouTube. And really nothing could be further than the truth. So that's why I tell you about these comments. And, people regularly say things like, it's just a church, live and let live. Let people go to the church they want to go to, that sort of thing. It's like, no, we're talking about a criminal enterprise. We're talking about what's equivalent to, a private corporation committing RICO acts. We're talking about bank fraud and, securities fraud, and in some cases, violence. And most certainly covering up violent crime. Danny Masterson. Miriam, good morning. Good, how are you? Cold, right? All right. How you doing?
Oh, fine.
How's mom?
Doing well. I talked to my son the other day. He's doing well. They're coming in April now.
Nice.
Yeah, my grandson's almost 2.5.
My goodness.
Yeah, she'll be getting married soon.
I know you said. Wow.
Yeah.
These kids.
Yeah, they're young, making good money.
Uh-huh. You keep saying.
When we were growing up, money was different, and I don't know.
How was it different?
I mean, we didn't make as much.
Ah.
I mean, my son.
I don't think
right
you
now,
needed
he's
to.
working a second remote job. It's some kind of cash. He's a consultant for CB Pharmacy.
He might be a workaholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they want to come back to Chicago.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice for you?
Yeah, that's his plan. In a year, they're saving. That's why he's working like this. Comes back, buys a house in Naperville, what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And this way, he can go back to one remote job and live comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
I'm filming here, okay?
Oh, sorry.
No, don't be. I just want you to know that I'm live.
Oh.
So the things you're saying.
Oh, cool.
Okay, I'm sorry. I should have said something earlier.
No, that's really cool.
I just didn't want anything too private, to
Sure,
be said. But no, I think that would be wonderful if they would come back.
Oh, definitely. Thanks, Sandy. Have a good day.
Okay, you too.
Cool.
I didn't film you. I didn't put you on film, okay?
That's okay. It's cool, though. I think that is so cool.
Monty's getting tired. He's not tired. He didn't get to play with his ball at all. Because Mom forgot. Wah, wah. No, he actually chose not to bring it, which is unusual. But he gets cold very easily, and I did not put on his winter coat, which is dumb on my part. His legs are very skinny, and he doesn't have a lot of hair. Like, his belly is pretty much bald. You guys, this is actually, if you notice, it said, this is a test. I'm testing my gimbal and just chatting a little bit about Scientology and about our day yesterday at the old org and the new one. The old org, it was like definitely bare bones staff. A few people, including the old smoker. Those people we've known for a long time, and definitely bare bones. When we went to the new one, we saw that there were a lot of people there. And when Corn went to Dunkin' Donuts, which is about two doors down from Scientology, they told her that it was, that there were 150 people working in the building, and someone had come in and told them that. So if it's true, there was a little bit of a language barrier, I guess, but if it was true, I suppose that it was a Scientologist saying that there, in that 6-story building on Clark Street in Chicago, there were 150 people working there, they say. It's so much more comfortable with the gimbal, but how does it look? I don't care about, because I'm not sure if this is the one I want. You have to change the orientation in the beginning of the live, and there are some issues I need to take care of before I can film horizontally again, but I'm going to be doing that because it's sort of overwhelming support in that direction. So is anybody, there are 46 people in the live. Did anybody watch Trash, his live on his drive home last night? There's a little bit of a lag. Did anybody watch Trashy V12 BMW's live on his way home last night? PBR Doug, you're funny. Nope, nope. Okay, so he drove through the snowstorm. He lives a long way away from Chicago. By long, I mean the commute's a couple hours. For all of us, me because I take public transportation, but Trash because he lives in an outlying county. He has disclosed that he lives in McHenry County, which is far from here, from Chicago. And he takes him a long time to drive there and back. And he drove the whole time he was driving. It was a snowstorm. As soon as they got off the L on the way back to Korn's car, it started snowing like a blizzard. And here's the result. Isn't it pretty? Very cold, but very pretty. So can you tell the difference with the gimbal, you guys? Any of you who watch regularly, can you tell? Let's see, I want to walk and have you look. Yes, Sally, Trash is a great kid. He's an awesome kid. It so happens that his name, is it Ellie? Good, because I am awful at holding it still. I'm going to have to end this pretty soon because Monty's shivering. But it's so my son, I don't know how much I should say. My oldest son, Ben, passed away. And Trash reminds me of him a lot. So being with him is really a gift. That was really personal. But he's a wonderful kid. He's smart. He's gentle. He's dedicated to a cause that he was never even a part of, right? He was never in Scientology. But something about the cause, like I guess with all of us that were never in, really touched him. Makes him angry and makes him want to do something about it. It's funny, when you're home, you almost feel guilty for not being there. Because you want to be doing it all the time once you start. There's something about going out and trying to talk to them. Thank you, Ellie. Ellie said, I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you. Thanks, Sally. It's okay, you guys. I didn't mean to bring it up to make everyone sad or anything, and I'm not sad. Well, I'm fine. But, I forgot what to say. Something about Trashy. I guess when you're never in, you see something that's wrong, and that's it. You just want to be there every day, exposing it. Even if you only see or talk to 2 people that day, it's like they know you're there. You can tell immediately that it puts pressure on them. They close everything down. The look on their faces changes. They keep, cracking the door open or whatever and looking to see if you're still there. Like just that and it's alone, just that much would be enough to keep me going out there, right? Just the pressure it is to expose that. Yes, Trash is a lot like my son. Looks kind of very soft on the outside and being quiet, and then tough as nails on the inside, right? Trashy is really smart. Very dedicated to this cause. Oh, do you have a master's degree in gimbals? Oh God, thank you. Thank you. You know what? That makes me feel so much better. Trash is young. He's under 30. Is that young to you guys? To me, he looks like a teenager. I don't know what you guys think, but he's not. He's in his 20s. When I first saw Trash, I thought he might be like maybe 17. And thank you, Craig. Oh, hi. Hi, Duran Patel. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Don't worry about my loss. So this gimbal is very affordable, and actually I got a really good price. I got it 30% off. I waited and then bought it. Monty has doggy booties, but Monty doesn't like them. Does your dogs wear them, Ellie? My dog is very stubborn and will not wear them. Hi, Tom. Good morning, everybody. Lots of love to you all, as usual. I'm going to go in because Monty's cold. So I hope you all are warmer than we are, and I hope you have a great day. I don't know if we're going out or not today. I wanted to show you the snow, talk to you a little bit about Scientology, and test out my gimbal, and we've accomplished that. So we're going in. Can you see Monty? He's really pulling. He's like, enough. It's below zero here, so it's not below zero, below freezing. So it's very cold and very icy. So you guys have a great day. Love you so much. Thank you for stopping in. And Ellie, thank you for modding as always. Really appreciate it. Dog's name is Monty. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.